Governor Jennifer Granholm announced to the state of Michigan Tuesday night during the annual State of the State address that she has created a detailed and comprehensive plan to help grow the economy in Michigan. But as many eyes throughout the state watched Granholm speak at the state capitol from the comfort of their own homes, a small group of protesters made their voices and opinions present, projecting themselves from the steps of the state capitol as Granholm spoke from within. Members of the Moratorium NOW coalition to stop foreclosures and evictions gathered at the state capitol in effort to demand that a declaration of a state of economic emergency in Michigan be drafted, just an hour before Governor Granholm delivered her speech to the state. The demonstrators used banners, picket signs, loudspeakers, and handed out pamphlets to alert those traveling to and from the Capitol of their message.
We were here 2 years ago. We were here last year. And here now today, the governor says that she's going to speak to the economic crisis in Michigan. Well, we're not only speaking to the economic crisis in Michigan, we're offering a solution to the economic crisis in Michigan. And part of that solution is to impose a moratorium on foreclosures and evictions and utility shutoffs right here in the state of Michigan.
We got workers here, the automotive industry, the people that have worked year after year in the auto industry to make Michigan what it used to be. Can you bring that back? Bring it back tonight by helping the people. Bring it back. Have some integrity. That word that y'all bounce around all the time. Integrity. Well, have some for the people. You told us that you couldn't do it because of the law. Quit lying. Stop lying to the people here in Michigan.
With temperatures dropping near 0 degrees Fahrenheit, demonstrators were asked to seek shelter inside the Capitol building by local police officers. But even with no audience to speak to, the demonstrators continued their efforts to make their voices heard inside.
This is the richest country in the world. How many billions are we throwing away? You know, just last week, Citibank was given not only $45 billion by the government just as a gift, just to do with what they wanted, but Citibank was given another $300 billion in guaranteed loan. One bank. And we have senior citizens being evicted from homes that have value of $7,000 by these same banks.
That's right.
What kind of world are we living in? What kind of a world are we living in? So that's why we're here today. That's why we're going to continue to come to Lansing. We're going to continue to hammer all these elected officials and the financial institutions as well. I mean, they have to come down from where they are right now. I mean, what they're doing, obviously, has not benefited the people. You know, we were here in September. We were here a year ago. We were here 2 years ago. And the conditions in this state and around the country have only gotten worse.
When are we going to get an answer from those people? When are we going to get some people in there that's knowledgeable and care about the people? I want to know that.
It's time for us to do outreach. It's when it comes down to the working class people, we're going to have to pump that up now to bring them in. We're going to have to horse them all in because as you can see, people, it's down to the wire. It's us versus them. And I mean, and that's just the bottom line for real. If the people don't do it, it's just not going to happen.
I spoke with District 70 State Representative Mike Huckleberry to see what he had to say about the demonstrators and their desire for a declaration of economic emergency.
Yeah, do they want a declaration that says, you know, we're in an economic crisis?
Okay.
Do you think we need such a thing?
There's no question we're in an economic crisis in the state of Michigan. And I believe tonight that the governor addressed them in a head-on, bipartisan manner. I'm very pleased to hear her courageous steps forward to look at long-term restructuring of our structural deficit instead of the short-term feel-good legislation that's been passed and the legislators have worked on in the past. This is long-term, it's bipartisan, and it's intended to move Michigan forward.
From the Capitol building in Lansing, Michigan, Corey Smith, Journalism 400.